think there's a number of reasons, a number of ideas that built it up to be the unique place that it is, and that main point of that is to be like really kind of encompassing to everybody. So the way that staff treat the customers, with and we have quite a big regular base, so it's kind of getting to know people's names, remember what they like to drink, we know what day of the night of the week they're going to come in and roughly what time, so it's kind of like, you know, the more people get to work here and the more people, you know, they get to know. It's like, you know, just that real kind of, you know, you feel like you're walking into somewhere where you just, everybody's welcome. And also the kind of like the environment that we create in gigs and stuff, so you know, this like the music sessions in the back room where we're sitting now, and the gigs upstairs, and just letting it be available to anybody who wants to try anything on. So we'll, you know, a lot of gigs that maybe wouldn't find a home anywhere else will be found, you know, they get one here really. So we have poetry, comedy, you know, music events from noise nights through blues to rock, you know, and anything in between really. So also to have a fourth title, whether we'll get them or not, we have been, I think we've been nominated again, so, which always helps with me standing a chance. But I mean, a lot of the reasons why we have such a good range of cider is the massive range of people that we buy from. So I have one of my main suppliers. Basically, he loves cider. He's a train driver, but if he could pack it all in and just drive around the country drinking cider for a living, then he would. So he, you know, he'll kind of, I'll hear about something and we'll, you know, and then he'll be off on a mission to find a load of stuff, and he comes back with like just the most obscure stuff, because he does just drive around looking for the smallest producers, you know, just like literally back lanes around the fields where somebody's got a little cider press that they, you know, in a lot of the places in Cornwall and places like that, they just have them in big buckets at the end of the road, and they just have an honesty box, and you just go and help yourself. So, you know, we've had some cider where you'll never get it again because it was just that one batch that happened to be made at that time. And so a lot of it is to do with Gary just going out on his missions in his camper van trying to find stuff. But a lot of it is as well as kind of you know, publicising it as well. So we, you know, we have a lot of camera drinkers that come in and drink it, but trying to make it accessible to people and trying to make them realise what good cider is. You know, like not wanting to detract away from people who like drinking Magners and stuff like that. But you know, it's kind of making them realise that there's such a wide variation out there, and just having as many on as we possibly can, so that hopefully if you come in from right side, you're always going to find something that you enjoy, that you know you really like. So wise, because we have like I say, the local breweries, we kind of have a rotation of their beers. I would say we have Wylam Wrapper and Jarrow Bitter as kind of our session ales. We have those all the time, and as a general rule, they are our most popular because they're a good percentage. You know, they're quite a low percentage. They're easy drinking. There's nothing too outrageous about them, but they're just really nice beers, like really well made. Like annual ones that are only once a year, depending on like when the things that they're made with are in season. So we have one called Houblon Nouveau, which is made with the fresh hops. So that only comes out once a year, and we literally have to warn people when we're going to get it in because it just sells like that. And another one is High House Farms Nettle Beer, which again is made with the fresh new shoots of the nettle. So there's only like a month period where it's available. And they just sell like, you know, it sells like hotcakes basically. We have to just and there's one that Hadrian and Border have just brewed, which they did it as a new beer last year, and it's their Tyneside Brown Ale, and it is the only brown ale now that's actually brewed on Tyneside, because Newcastle Brown Ale isn't made here anymore. So that's quite a nice one to have in as well as a proper traditional brown ale. The one thing that we're trying to do, like veg-wise particularly, and meat-wise for our Sunday dinners, is to be seasonal. So we've just started putting lamb on the menu for Sunday dinners because it's now in season. And veg-wise as well, you know, we won't have it on it if we're having to get it from abroad and stuff. So there's stuff mostly that we can get from around here. Something that we're keen on as well is obviously cutting down food miles. So if we can hit, you know, all those things in one and have local stuff, locally sourced, which is great really. You know, we'll always try to do that as best we can. Gary again, who you know, that kind of fell in love with the pub and has helped us out so much with the you know, sourcing these great cider for us. He also dabbles in the making of it himself, and he put this load of cider through, and it had come out. It was beautiful. It was really like medium, really easy drinking, lovely tasting, and he sells his cider under the name of Solway. But he made this cider and it had come out so good, and he just said, "Oh well, I'll name this one after the Cumberland." So we, you know, and it was a real surprise as well because I got this huge batch of cider and these 2 boxes that just had Cumberland written on them, and so that was a bit of a surprise. We got them on, but it was great, and they sold really well because of it having a name, which was really nice. Beer festival really. I started work when I first started working here. It was 4 years ago now. We had an awesome summer that year at the beer festival. I just remember being so hot and there just being people as far as you could see, just like up on the grass and everything. You know, people know the Cumberland Arms Beer Festival. They know that it's going to be a great weekend. We always put live music on the Sunday for a bit of entertainment for everybody. And you know, kind of like from the middle of June, people start asking. They know that it's imminent. They know when it's going to be and stuff, and they want to plan their Monday off work so that they can come down and have a great weekend. So, Beer Festival definitely. When it first started, I would say ping pong kind of hit it a bit. We had so many people still do. So when you go, what ping pong? You actually do ping pong, but it's great. You know, it's something a bit different. It's something that, you know, we get so many different people coming to it. We get, you know, quite obviously very good ping pong players come. You get people who've never done it before in their lives. You know, we have a real broad range of ages that come down and enjoy it as well. So. For it being the last thing that you expect to see at a pub, and for it to be one of our most popular as well. So, you know, the range just goes from, you know, 18, 19-year-old students that discover us by accident because they've been on their way somewhere else, all the way through to our kind of like our Thursday night, Sunday night drinkers, which are the guys that come and sit and play tunes in the back here, you know, who kind of like, you know, 60, 70 years old. Get the old guys that come in for a couple of nights after they've been playing bingo or gone for a game of snooker or whatever, you know. So we have such a massive range of people, which is great because, you know, you kind of it keeps the atmosphere going as well. You know, you have people who are in for a quick drink on their way somewhere else, and you know, it's lovely to know that anybody feels welcome here, anybody feels like they can come and have a drink. So anybody from single women on their own waiting for friends, you know, all the way through to hen parties and stag do's, you know. So people are too worried about getting as many people through the door, you know, cheap drinks, get everybody drunk and spend their money, and less with somewhere nice to come and sit, have a chat to somebody. You know, you can come and have meetings here, come and meet friends for lunch. You know, now we've got the coffee machine and stuff, a piece of cake and a coffee, and you know, just trying to be there for everybody really. And I think that a lot of places don't have anything like this. I mean, I think we're quite unique to Newcastle really, but let alone the rest of the country. So yes, I'd be up for great pay to get more places like that.